Good day, everyone. My name is Leah Orlandez from Section 1B, and for today, we will talk all about Sapir Worph hypothesis. This topic is the continuation of the topic of Mr. Momoy. And now, we are in great in theory. What about practice? Today, it is widely believed that some aspects of perception are affected by language. One big problem with the original Sapir-Whorf hypothesis derives from the idea that if a person's language has no word for a specific concept, then that person would not understand that concept. Honestly, the idea that a mother tongue can restrict one's understanding has been largely unaccepted. For example, in German, there is a term that means to take pleasure in another person's unhappiness. While there is no translatable equivalent in English, it just would not be accurate to say that English speakers have never experienced or would not be able to comprehend this emotion. Just because there is no word for this in the English language does not mean English speakers are less equipped to feel or experience the meaning of the word. However, not all is lost. On the other hand, there is a hard evidence that the language-associated habits we acquire play a role in how we view the world, and indeed, this is especially true for language that attach genders to inanimate objects. There was a study done that looked at how German and Spanish speakers view different things based on their given gender association in each respective language. The result demonstrated that in describing things that are referred to as masculine in Spanish, speakers of the language mark them as having more female characteristics, like strong and long. Similarly, these same items which use feminine phrasings in German were noted by German speakers as effeminate, like beautiful and elegant. The findings imply that if speakers or each language have developed preconceived notions of something being feminine or masculine not due to the object's characteristic or appearances, but because of how they are categorized in their native language. Modern relevance. Regardless of which age, the Sapir-Whorf hypothesis or the linguistic relativity theory has continued to force itself into linguistic conversation, even including pop culture. The idea was just recently revisited in the movie Arrival, a science fiction film that engagingly explores the ways in which an alien language can affect and alter human thinking. And even if some of the most drastic claims of the theory have been debunked or argued against, the idea has continued its relevance, and that does say something about its importance. Hypotheses, thoughts, and intellectual musings do not need to be totally accurate to remain in the public eye, as long as they make us think and question the world, and the Sapir-Whorf hypothesis does precisely that. The theory does not only make us question linguistic theory and our own language, but also our very existence and how our perceptions might shape that existence in this world. There are generalities that we can expect every person to encounter in their day-to-day life, in relationships, love, work, sadness, and so on. But thinking about the more granular disparities experienced by those in diverse circumstances, linguistic or otherwise, helps us realize that there is more to the story than ours. And beautifully, at the same time, the Sapir-Whorf hypothesis reiterates the fact that we are more alike than we are different, regardless of the language we speak.